Hi, welcome to Simple Shifts Conversations to Fuel the Body, Mind, and Soul. I'm Martha McKinnon from the blog Simple Nourished Living, and with me is my brother and partner at Simple Nourished Living, Peter Morrison.
Hi, everyone. Hi,
Hi.
Martha.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
doing really well. I'm doing really well. So today I have a thought-provoking question. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. What's
It's kind of
so we thought
scary,
well,
though.
so it's kind of scary. Are you ready? So, what's one thing you could stop doing that would make a difference on your health and wellness journey? We talk a lot, about what's something we should start doing, and sometimes we don't think about what we might take away or something that we could stop doing that could be really helpful to us and really shift things and change things. And so for me,
Hmm.
and I had the advantage of having a little time, right, to think about it. This question came into my email this morning, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's a really good question. And I had time to think about it. And I said, that would be a really good question to share with our listeners and our readers because it's thought provoking. And what came to mind for me was what I could stop doing is staying up too late and blowing past my bedtime. Um, and that sort of came up as a result of, another Weight Watchers this week was talking about routines and morning routines, and that came up. It's like the fact that
Mhm.
your morning routine is really tied to often getting to bed on time. So stopping, staying up too late, that would be something that would really help
Mm.
me make the whole next day so much better. It's so easy at the end of the day to just kind of get lost in the phone, quite honestly. You check one
Mhm.
thing, you check the
Mhm.
other, and pretty soon you've been scrolling way too long, and so that was the one thing that came to mind for me. So it's kinda tied with stopping staying up too late and also just stopping the mindless scrolling of the phone. Those are 2. So mindless scrolling, mindless using of the devices, and staying up too late. And if I sit
I
here,
was
I'll
just think
go ahead.
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'll probably think of something else if I sit here, but
Oh gosh, I wish I could I read this really good article recently. It was who was he a doctor? Was he a I mean, I don't even remember. I'll have to try to find it.
okay.
I could add it to this video. But anyway, his whole what was it? The whole thing was like it's okay to be bored.
Oh, yes.
We have this mental thing where we have to be doing something all the time. And he's like, so many good things happen to us like when we're bored. And he mentioned like the phone, and he has rules with his family, like,
Mhm.
no phones during dinner and no screens, after a certain time. And it was just such a wonderful article. Yeah. So
And maybe,
just
I don't know, maybe it's somebody else you're talking, about because of this, I think, is getting explored quite a bit in our world right now. But I follow a, health and wellness writer named Michael Easter. He has a Substack column, and he's written a couple of books called Scarcity Brain and The Comfort Crisis. And he's talked very specifically about that in some of the writings that he's
Mm.
done. The fact that boredom is healthy and it has a lot of good
Mm.
benefits for us. And it's something that was part of our culture like forever until like these modern times when we were just have these devices and these distractions at the ready, where because of those, we just don't have the kind of just empty time and space that we had, generations ago. And it's
Yeah.
yeah, to our detriment.
Right. I just Googled him, it's not the same person, but I'd
Okay.
wanna look at that a little more,
Yeah, for sure.
so let me I'm still thinking,
Okay.
but I totally agree, I'm with you with, I'm very inconsistent with my bedtime,
Mhm.
and I love those days, those nights when I allow myself to it's 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and I'm just done with the day, and
Mm.
I just get such a good sleep, and yeah, and I'm then there are those nights like last night where it was almost midnight, and then it set the course for a rather hectic morning,
Yeah,
so it's kinda interesting.
yeah.
Um, it's one thing I could stop doing. This is hard when you're on the hot seat.
Well, you could always, fill it in. I wonder, I'd love for our readers to share with us. I mean, again, this is gonna be a really short,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
podcast, but I think short is sometimes good, people can
Mhm.
just turn this off and, again, take some moments to just ponder and think about what would make a real difference for them in terms of changing things up. So, you have time to think about it, and
Yeah, and it's kind of a general thing, but one thing I would like to work on is, like, to stop overthinking things
Mhm.
because I tend to overanalyze and research and think through any and I think there are times when, you're buying a house or you're doing a major life change, that's good, but for buying a TV or what movie to watch, I mean, you don't have to
Which
sort of
spaghetti sauce to choose off the shelf? I
just
know, it's like
yeah,
the paradox
yeah,
of choice is real, and
yeah.
overanalysis and over analytic analyzing things, is a real issue, so, yeah, stopping that overthinking. I think the key is just to figure out how you go about stopping that, right? Like, how do you notice that it's happening, and what maybe do you do as an alternative when you realize that you're kinda spinning your wheels?
Mhm,
uh, to
mhm.
think about, well, what can I do to stop that? What can I do instead? How do I break that cycle? And that could take a little
And
thinking.
and to be okay with just making a decision, being okay with the outcome, again, I'm talking small, not very meaningful choices, and knowing that, well, if it's something you don't like or doesn't work out, well, then make a different choice next time, but you don't have to, it's not life-changing, earth-shattering,
Yeah.
it's just a learning.
Well, and that's interesting. I think the learning is key. As I was preparing to get on the camera with you here today, I was sort of scrolling through potential topics here, and one thing that popped out for me was a statement like that from Ellen Langer, who I think I've mentioned before. She wrote a book called Mind Body, and she talked about that very thing, to try to just, what if we just treated everything that happens and every choice and every decision as just an opportunity to grow and learn, and not like a
Mm,
life-threatening situation. And sometimes it's just how we position it to say, yeah, we're here to learn, we're here to grow. There's no absolutes, there's really no right or wrong at the end of the day. And so if
mhm,
we could just reposition it to say, we're going to learn one way or another. And sometimes we're going to learn more from a choice that doesn't go absolutely perfectly. So maybe just thinking about it in that regard, I thought that, oh my gosh, that's just another really good reminder,
mhm,
to help
mhm,
get us off that tendency to just overthink and over worry and over stress about decisions that aren't really in the whole scheme of life. I mean, just keeping our perspective if we can.
mhm.
Yeah. Well, cool. Those are some really good thoughts. So, again, I'd love for readers to share their thoughts, their ideas, what comes to them as they ponder this question, because I love learning from our readers and our listeners. So,
Thanks, everyone.
thanks for going in the hot seat, Peter. I appreciate it.
It was a lukewarm seat, it wasn't that hot.
Okay. Have a
Eh,
good one.
alright, take care, everyone, see you next
Okay.
time.
Bye bye.